Doctors nationwide are encouraging women to get their annual mammogram, saying exams have dropped significantly since the pandemic started. In fact, a recent reminder in the mail is what led our own Shannon Handy to schedule her first one. She has more on her experience and why doctors say mammograms are so crucial.
Marcella, I've done several stories on other women getting their mammograms, but for this one, I was the patient, and I can tell you, based on my experience at Scripps MD Anderson here in La Jolla, it was quick, painless, and potentially life-saving.
I'm a little bit nervous, but let's do this.
Having just turned 40 years old, a mammogram is something doctors say women my age should consider doing every year.
We're here. Let's go.
After checking into the Polster Breast Care Center at Scripps MD Anderson in La Jolla, I headed into a changing area.
So now we go into the dressing room.
Minutes later, I was brought into the exam room.
This is the machine.
The process wasn't painful.
Lift arm up like you're raising your hand.
In fact, I was done much sooner than anticipated.
It is 8:42. My appointment was at 8:30 and I'm all done. Wasn't a big deal.
This is what doctors nationwide say more women need to be doing, especially now given how much cancer screenings dropped during the pandemic.
Some of the national data suggests that in March of 2020, screenings fell off by about 94%. And that had to do specifically with breast and colon and cervical cancer screenings.
Dr. Thomas Buchholz is medical director of the Scripps MD Anderson Cancer Center. He says studies show fewer exams have resulted in delayed diagnoses.
Because of the decreased screening, we're putting nearly 10,000 lives at risk over the next 10-year interval, because people are now being diagnosed with more advanced cancer stages.
As for my mammogram, it wasn't scheduled for the sake of a news story, but I'm sharing it because for me, this hits close to home. My mom is a breast cancer survivor. Sadly, her mom and grandmother both died of the disease. On Sunday, I'll be taking part in the Komen More Than Pink Walk, which News 8 sponsors, not only in their honor, but to advocate for early detection.
The death rates from breast cancer are going down every single year, but we need to be able to intervene early.
Again, the Komen More Than Pink Walk is this Sunday morning at Balboa Park. We have a link to that on our website. We also have information for women who may not have insurance and want to know what their options are when it comes to getting a mammogram. Just go to CBS8.com and click on the help button.
Thank you, Shannon, for sharing your personal story, stressing the importance of mammograms. And I know I'll be down there with you this Sunday at Balboa Park, and a huge team from KFMB station. So please join us if you are looking for something to do Sunday and support the fight against breast cancer.